This is really, really funny. Okay. I do live streams all the time. And again, we're kind of still celebrating my whole, like, 8 years here on YouTube. I haven't done an official, like, anniversary video yet. And I think we're probably going to do a big one when I hit that, big 1-0, God willing. But better part of a decade, man, we've been doing this a long time. And it's funny because these streams, I revealed the last Wolf Watch Club winner. And I'm about to reveal the winner of this draw. By the way, you have like 30 minutes left, I think. 27 minutes left to win the Rolex OP that I'm about to reveal the winner for. So please go to wolfwatchclub.com and get your ticket. I mean, not many entries left, guys. So if you're on the fence, do it now. But it's so weird. Like, I don't really get nervous being on camera, but these streams, it really gets the blood pumping, really gets the heart going, because I'm so excited to see who actually walks away with this watch. So, if you don't remember, let's see, gosh, it's probably been almost a month ago. I did some promotions for the Pelagos Wolf Watch Club draw. And I spoke to the winner, Pedro, and he was ecstatic about it. He bought 2 tickets. And then I helped promote the Omega Speedmaster Moon Watch, a Speedy Pro. And that winner bought 1 ticket. And we're actually going to speak to him right now. His name is Waqen, and he is an older gentleman, and you're going to hear from him. I'm not going to have to tell you. You're going to hear it from him, but it sounds like he just kind of did it on a whim. He didn't expect to win anything, and that's kind of how these games work, guys. So, again, please, there aren't many tickets left. You have 26 minutes as I yap here, and you could walk away with this blue dial, probably the most sought-after OP out right now. So, we're going to go ahead and call Waqen, my bro. He's a really cool guy. Honestly, that watch couldn't have gone to a nicer dude. He's very, very cool. We're going to see if we can get him on camera right now. I'm calling him. It's so funny because these people, not only do they win a watch, they get to do a video call with me. And they get to see the actual background of the studio. Waqen, what is up, my dude? How are you?
I'm doing fine so far.
Okay, so I'm going to show you to all of the world right now. Well, really just the Time Teller audience, but people don't believe that you exist. So I want you to give a big smile and a big wave to the people at home. He exists, guys. So, okay, I don't want to take the words out of your mouth. I want you to be able to tell your story. When you heard, okay, how did you hear about Wolf Watch Club? Let's start there.
Okay, I'm stuck with you for a long time. I've been stuck with you for a long time, watching you and learning, of course. And I heard you saying that this guy won this Pelagos and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I thought Jerry Goldman was a legit guy. How come he's doing that? Because, you are skeptical. There
Right.
are too many people around,
Right.
You're skeptical. So,
Right.
Let me check it. And I check it, and I saw this Wolf Watch Club, and I said, okay. But now, I never win anything.
Right.
I mean, casinos, never. And I said, I'm going to waste $40 just for... But that watch was in my bucket list.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, let me waste $40.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not going to win it. And I bought the ticket. Just one.
One ticket, guys. One ticket.
Yeah, and then I won. That's the story.
So...
I was astonished.
Dude, and I can only imagine. I mean, Waqen brings up a good point. So he heard about this whole business by my promotions. So I'll give myself a quick pat on the back there. YouTube's cutting the stream again. They don't like when I start promoting stuff. But the interesting thing about it is, I am a little bit of a skeptic. I am very, very critical of any deal. Really, I think I've taught all of you guys you should be skeptical about any deal that you go into, because you need to do your due diligence, right? You need to learn about what you're spending money on. So I'm sure, like many of you out there, Waqen heard me talking about this company, and he was like, well, but the time teller's so critical about everything. There's got to be something to it. And so he did his research. He figured he burned $40. Ends up, you ended up walking away with a big boy moon watch, huh?
Listen, there were two things. First, I gave you the credit because I've been watching you for a long time. I heard you said 8 years. So I've been watching you for a long time. And I said, this guy is legit. He has to, when he has to say something bad, he says it. He say it. And no, so I went to the site. And the second thing is, I never win. Well,
right.
so there were two things. First, legit, how do you say it? Legitimacy.
Legitimacy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gave you that. I said, okay, this guy won't, tell a lie or anything. Let me go there. So I went there, and then I stopped and said, why am I doing this? I never won anything. Not a scratch, the one you buy in the gas station. Never.
Scratchers, yeah.
Yeah. So I said, okay, why not? So I bought it. So it's double. I had to jump to walls in order to buy it. And I did it, and I won it. So I just sold to my friends, and let me tell you, there were like 3 of them. They bought tickets to for that Rolex that you are gonna show now.
Right. And so what would you say to the people who do think this is too good to be true? Because the truth is, like, I'm going to be honest. If I, on the surface, heard about this and didn't do my, like, due diligence and didn't look at it, I'd be the first one booting up my camera and saying, guys, this is a scam. This is silly. Like, $40 for a moon watch or $40 for a Rolex OP. That's, like, just save that money. Don't do it. But after meeting with the guys and looking into everything, it kind of blew me away. But you actually won. So what would you say to the people at home?
Well, if you're talking about my friends, I just showed them the watch.
Right.
I just showed you the look, and I have credibility in my job. So they said, "Are you sure?" Yeah. Well, congratulations. And I started, saying everybody. My wife, she didn't believe it. She didn't believe it. and said, yeah, okay, you're wasting money, blah, blah, blah. And I showed her, and she was like, wow. So it was, I mean, you don't see that every day.
So,
it's something, yeah.
So you work in aeronautics, is that correct?
Yeah, I work in Collins Aerospace. It's a branch of Raytheon.
Uh-huh.
I do quality control there.
So the moon watch is actually kind of right up your alley as far as its heritage and as far as like what that tool was made for, correct?
I know the whole story. I know all the the history of that watch. I like watches with history. But history is like
right, and so you can.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because it is kind of serendipitous that out of all the people that entered that competition, it went to the guy who actually works in that kind of industry. And this is kind of why I personally believe in Wolf Watch Club, it's because it's an organization built by watch enthusiasts for other watch enthusiasts. And the cool thing is, from where I see it, they've had a Submariner up for grabs, they've had a Pelagos up for grabs, they've had a Moonwatch up for grabs, they've had this OP up for grabs. It seems like they're kind of spanning the kind of gamut when it comes to the different kinds of watches they offer. And so this is how the watch world goes round, right? People find something they like. If you don't like,
right.
maybe you don't like a Moonwatch, so you don't enter that competition. But next time around, they might have something really cool that is right up your alley. So I think that this is really, really fun. And I'm just, again, dude, I believe truly it couldn't have gone to a nicer guy. So I'm just so happy that it went to you, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
So
congratulations for your 8 years of doing your job.
Thank you, man.
You do a very good job.
I appreciate
love
that.
Your rants.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, I got a rant. And so, guys, that's the thing. If I even sniffed this being a scam in any way, shape, or form, I would be the first one sounding the alarm and complaining about Wolf Watch Club. But the truth is, I've spoken to the guys. They're all really cool on the back end. And I've spoken to the winners. And all of you guys are real people. And I think that's just so interesting, so cool. And what makes me feel even better is that you guys are viewers of mine. So I feel like I'm really supporting the troops over here.
Okay.
Well, God bless you, man. Thank you for spending some time with me today. And
God bless you too.
we're gonna keep this show rolling. But don't be a stranger. We'll be in touch. And thank you for being a supporter of me and Wolf Watch Club.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Adios.
Adios, amigo. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Last winner of that Omega Speedy. Some of you guys may have a frozen stream. YouTube sometimes cuts things depending on where you guys are. But here's the thing. Waqen is just one of a few of the winner's circle. We had Khalid, who I believe won the Submariner, which I believe was Wolf Watch Club's first draw. I had nothing to do with that one. Pedro won the Pelagos. Waqen won the Moonwatch Professional. And one of you is going to win this Blue Dial OP 41. This is no joke, guys. This is legit. It's kind of insane for me to even think that a $39.99 entry could get you a full fat Rolex. And let's see, there's only 15 minutes left. And then we're going to have to kind of shut things down and then pick, I don't pick the winner. Wolf Watch Club doesn't pick the winner. It's actually randomdraws.com. I'm going to go ahead and reveal the winner. But Wolf Watch Club wanted to make it clear that they're doing this as random and as kind of hands-off as possible, just so that each person that plays the game gets the best shot at winning. So I have no hand in picking the winner, so to speak, and neither does Wolf Watch Club. But good luck to all of you. Again, 14 minutes, 28 seconds. Do not miss out, guys. I had a little random thing I was going to talk about also, which I thought was cool because this is a time teller stream. So I do want to give you guys some entertainment also. We're going to keep track of this little ticker. You know what else is surprising? Not just the Wolf Watch Club competition, but also this. Hodinkee just announced something. The Louis Vuitton announces semifinalists for its 2025-2026 Watch Prize for Independent Creatives. Here's what's crazy, guys. When you think of Louis Vuitton, you don't really think of wristwatches. You think of expensive handbags and like fashiony stuff. And, you know, fashion watches get such, that's like the word Voldemort in the watch world, right? He who shall not be named. A fashion watch is probably the worst diss you can give a wristwatch. But then you realize that some of these fashion houses, like Louis Vuitton, like Hermes, they've really been stepping up their horology game, and it's kind of insane. So, I just wanted also, because again, this is a time teller stream, we're going to be paying attention to this countdown, but I want your opinion. Like, these watches, right? They're essentially giving more stage, giving more attention to the independent watchmakers out there, which I think is really cool. Peterman, like, I wouldn't really consider that a fashion watch. You can get a glimpse of the movement there. That's very, very interesting. Like, look at this. Is this a fashion watch? I shan't think that this is a fashion watch. Look at this. This is some heavy duty stuff, bro. And this is all thanks to Louis Vuitton giving these people a stage. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I'm all about rectangular watches. This is obviously not rectangular, but it is very, 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 very interesting. And it almost has a... do you guys remember my my Hamilton Secron physician's watch with like the 2 dials? It's giving that vibe over here. I think it's very, very interesting. We have almost a sterile kind of Bauhaus Louis Vuitton. People are saying, Louis what? But then we look at the case back. None of this is fashiony. And you know what? This is incredibly smart for Louis Vuitton, because them doing this kind of celebration of the independence out there gives them more street cred as far as I'm concerned as well. Let's pay attention to this. You got 11 minutes, guys. This is insane. What are we up to here? 94. Guys, let's sell this out. Let us sell this out. Mike Kalustian, certified T3 bot and moderator. What's up, bro? How are you feeling? Let's meet up soon. Let's absolutely meet up soon. Not to make this show about me, but I have just about 5 medical appointments a week. It's kind of insane. So, but doing these streams and interacting with you guys does give me a burst of energy, and I feel very, very good to interact with you. So thank you for checking up. Mike, we will be in touch. Abso-freaking-lutely. 10 minutes to go, guys. But if we go to Louis Vuitton's website, they honestly do. The further we scroll down, we're gonna be giving them some props. But the further we scroll down, we do see some that are like you know, these are kind of fashiony and weird. But then we see some. This one apparently was discontinued. This minute repeater here. That is legit heavy duty watchmaking. And then one of my favorite, dude, like this is pretty cool, man. It's as much as a car, so keep that in mind. The tambour convergence, excuse me. It's 40 grand. So you could buy yourself a car, or you could get a Louis Vuitton wristwatch. It's pretty bad. That's pretty badass though. It looks pretty cool. People are Dean Woods is mentioning Chanel. Sounds like you need to eat a few more apples. Yeah, I know, dude. If only someone told me I wouldn't get CRPS. If only I ate another apple or two. This is one of my favorite watches. This gives me kind of Laurent Ferrier vibes. Everything about this watch, the integrated bracelet, the rose gold, the chocolate dial, micro rotor, 63 grand. Now we're in like the luxury car space here. So this is yeah, I think they've stepped up. But they're not the only fashion house that's kind of very legit. Oh my gosh. 669,041. Now, apparently they've discontinued this one, I believe. But that's like a crazy... Yo, Wolf Watch Club, let's do a draw for this. I'm joking. But Hermes. Hermes is you know, they are a fashion house. Period. They are a fashion house. But like, this is I think legit watchmaking. But you guys can comment. Let's go ahead and check in with Wolf Watch Club. 8 minutes to go. This is absolutely nuts. Now, I don't want to hear anyone start mentioning Cartier in the chat because people are, I'm going to go ahead and use the word defame. They are defaming the name of Cartier by referring to them as mere fashion watches. When I think Cartier makes one of the, or some of the most impressive watches out there. And when we go to, we're gonna look at this. Hold on. It takes me a little bit because, they be speaking that French and stuff. And then, we're going to look up one more. The Cartier Mystérieux. Where is it? Right here. So these two, I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. These two watches, okay, are probably some of the most impressive wristwatches I've ever seen. The Roton de Cartier Masse Mystérieux. Yeah, some people are saying that my screen froze for them. It doesn't happen to everyone, but for some reason YouTube cuts the stream depending on what I'm putting. I don't know. So you see, this is a mechanical watch. This is an automatic watch. The rotor is here, but where's the movement? The movement is in the rotor. That is so weird and very, very, very impressive. This is not anywhere near fashion watch territory. And I refuse, in fact, to hear otherwise. We have this one, the Cartier Tortue. And if you guys remember, the Tortue is this, any of their watches that have this shape, this is the Tortue. But this is the Monopuce, which is that fancy French for monopusher. Monopush chronographs are, for some reason, more difficult to make than a conventional double push chronograph. And with the new Monopuce, they had 7 watchmakers working on the movement, one of which being FP Journe. I believe it was 7. Might have been like 4. I don't remember. But they had multiple. So give me one second. Some technical difficulties. So yeah, this is far from fashion, but I think that people, because Cartier sells glasses frames and they sell diamonds and they sell rings and jewelry, it's very easy to say that they are a fashion brand. And while part of that may be true, their watches definitely are not fashion watches. So let's go ahead and check in here. 4 minutes. Shout out to Linky. Some of you guys are hearing the office manager, Linky. Let's see what we're up to here. 93 tickets, guys. Come on. This is your last chance. $39.99. And in 4 minutes, we are going to see who the winner is. This is terrifying. It is scary. It is frightening. But we're going to go ahead and about to reveal the winner. This is so nerve-wracking. It's so funny too because I'm not even playing the game. I don't have any skin in the game. I'm not picking the winner. I'm not part of Wolf Watch Club in that I don't get any revenue share from them. I have nothing to do with the ticket sales or any of that back-end stuff. But for some reason, because I know it's going to another watch enthusiast, I get so nervous. I get so excited, and I get so so excited. Okay. Oof. Okay. 3 minutes, guys. We are so close. But yeah, chat. while you guys are checking out Wolf Watch Club, I want to hear what you guys think. Should we acknowledge some of these fashion houses, you know, like Bulgari, like Cartier, like Louis Vuitton, and yes, like Chanel, even though the Chanel watches really aren't my favorite. Do you think that we should be acknowledging them as, you know, legit wristwatches, or do you think that they deserve the fashion watch category? You tell me. But Tanner Smith, what about Trump watches? Yo, Wolf Watch Club, let's get political. Teen Woods, I don't think anyone doubts your honesty and the legitimacy of the drawing. Big Pizza Pie is here. Hi, Jory. How are you? Just wanted to drop in and say hi, my man. Good luck to everyone. Big Pizza Pie was, I think he was a subscriber of mine before I even had like 100 subscribers, which is insane. I think he was like subscriber 55 or something. So he's literally one of my oldest subscribers, which is awesome. Rob Brown Plain Spotting, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the Shire of Scotland. Whenever he shows up, I gotta do an accent, a racially insensitive accent. Let's see. 92. Oh my gosh, Wash, it's gonna be one of the last people that's gonna win. We have 1 minute, 49 seconds to go. Woo! I don't even drink, but someone get me a drink. Yo, Linky, go get me a drink. This is insane. Fingers crossed for everyone in the chat. Sean Miller, how's IG going? I think you meant how's it going. Instagram is going well, but it is going as good as can be. You know, having a chronic condition like this is no fun, but having good people and a support system around you is, you know, key to making it through anything. And I'm going to be honest, doing these promotional draws with Wolf Watch Club and stuff, it's been so fun, and it's given me focus. It's given my brain something to do, and that's been very, very important and very, you know, helpful with this whole thing. So I've been having a lot of fun hanging out with all of you guys and promoting this stuff. And it's especially rewarding for me because I know for a fact at the end of this competition, a very, very cool watch is going to go to one of my viewers. So that's awesome. We have 27 seconds left, guys. This is crazy. 91 tickets, guys. Can we get it below 90? We have to get it below 90. Whedon Watches says, I just got one ticket, just one. Hey, well, guess what? The majority of winners have only gotten one. So, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That is it, guys. All right, competition's over. If you missed out, you missed out. We're going to go ahead and boot up another stream. Could it be you? We'll stand by and we'll find out. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. I will be right back revealing the winner of this OP 41 competition. Thanks to Wolf Watch Club. All right, guys.